So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a bunch of little marks on you. Okay, I'll tell you what each one is. We're going to use Botox. Botox is primarily for the upper face. There's some uses for the lower face. They don't work as well or as reliably, and for you, they aren't going to give you benefits. So we're not going to waste any time or effort on those areas. So we're going to do Botox primarily for the wrinkles on your forehead, for the little 11s between your eyes, soften the crow's feet a little. It'll give you a little bit of like a millimeter of brow elevation at that outer brow. So it'll just kind of make you look a little bit awake. For the kind of mid and lower face, that's where we're going to concentrate with the fillers, okay? Through the mid face cheek area, I'm going to go with Voluma. It's called JUVÉDERM Voluma, and it's a filler that lasts 18 to 24 months, okay? So we're not going to put much there because obviously it lasts a long time. We want to make sure we use just enough that we know you'll love it, okay? So we're going to use about a half a syringe of that on each side here just to kind of give you a little fill of that cheekbone area. The JUVÉDERM Ultra, which is a little finer, a little thinner, doesn't last quite as long, that we're going to concentrate really more in the nasolabial fold, smile lines, marionette lines, and in that little pre-jowl area that I was talking about. Okay? So that's the three things we're going to use here: the Botox, JUVÉDERM Ultra, or JUVÉDERM Voluma, that is, and then JUVÉDERM Ultra. Okay? But I'll show you again as we mark. But let's put a couple marks on you, okay? So this is your muscle, by the way, just so you know, okay? That's your corrugator muscle. That's what makes this little 11. It attaches to the bone here, attaches the skin here. That's why when you look mean, go ahead and look mean, gives you a line here and a dimple there, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to give that a nice healthy dose of Botox, okay, on both sides, all right? And the Botox, what it does is it blocks the receptors that the acetylcholine has to bind to make the muscle fire, so it weakens muscles, all right? People say, you know, oh, is it dangerous? Well, it weakens muscles, so as long as you don't put it in the wrong muscles and put it in the muscles you don't mind being weakened, then it works great and it's really safe, and it's been used for over 35 years in much higher doses than we use for cosmetic purposes and been totally safe. Raise your eyebrows. And relax. Just do a little bit more right there and there. And a little spot there. So a lot of little pokes. Like I said, with Botox and with filler, you're better off putting a little in a lot of places than a lot concentrated in a really tight spot, okay? So that you could take a peek at that. That's where the Botox is going to go. This muscle, and this muscle over here, okay? Now the filler, we're going to make you look like a tic-tac-toe board by the time we're done. But the filler, so this is where the JUVÉDERM Voluma is going to go. We're just putting those marks on you right there, okay? So it's basically almost like we're laying in a little cheek implant, but we're doing it with a liquid so we don't have to make a big incision, okay? And that's the way to think about it. We're just going to put in, make a little poke, and then we mold it and get it just like where we want, okay? So that's where that's going to go. And you have great cheekbones anyway, so we're just trying to build upon what's already kind of there. A little bit of filler here and here, like I said, a little bit of filler here and here, just a touch. These little fine wrinkles out here, you can't do filler on those. That would be like filling in a, you know, half-inch dent with a 1-inch piece of putty. You'd end up with a bump. So that kind of defeats the purpose. We can sneak a little bit into this little area right in front of the gel. And again, this is just sort of better less than more, but that's going to help disguise that a little bit. And then you had these two little areas that you didn't like. You're a little bit hollow there. So take a peek at that. So this is the JUVÉDERM Voluma, and this is the JUVÉDERM Ultra to these spots. Make sense?
It does.
All right. So I'm going to hand that back to trusty Jen, and then we're going to do the Botox first. So I'm going to lay you back a little bit, all right? The thing with Botox, there's two ways to put in Botox, just FYI. Some people put Botox under the skin, and then they tell you to wrinkle up your face and kind of draw it into the muscle, all right? As a surgeon, we're kind of biased because we've seen those muscles from the inside, so we kind of know where they are, so we tend to like to just put the Botox exactly where we want it, right into the muscles. So we're going to use a little bit of this freeze. It's just something it's actually made for like little kids' IVs in the hospitals, but it makes it a little bit cold, kind of takes the little poke off a little bit, so it'll help, okay? So put your chin way up for me, okay? I'm going to start with just doing the Botox, okay? So we'll do your crow's feet, the forehead, and the frown muscles on this side, and then we'll move to the filler, and then we'll move to the other side. Make sense? Okay, if anything hurts, just tell Jen. Just kidding. No, it shouldn't be too bad, okay? So a little freeze first. I know it feels like it's dripping in your ear. Everybody says that.
It does.
It's really not. Hard to believe. I'll have to prove it to you, let you watch one time. All right, you ready? Couple little pokes. This is easy. 1, 2, 3. See?
Mm-hmm.
Could be a Staples commercial. That was easy. All right. Same thing here. We're going to spray a little bit up here. Cover your eye. A little bit of spray. Kind of just takes the edge off a little bit. Okay?
Yeah.
This is that pretty powerful muscle. So now your friends won't know when you're so annoyed with them.
It's a good thing.
It's a good thing. Almost done. There you go. See, that wasn't bad.
No, not too bad.
You're 50% done. What I do is I do that side for free. I charge 3 times as much for the other side. It's because I got you. All right, so we'll do the JUVÉDERM Voluma now. Okay?
Okay.
Or I can do a little more Botox if that's what you have. Sure. Okay, so she'll grab the JUVÉDERM Voluma. I'm going to do a little bit of Botox right in the middle of your forehead, okay? Perfect. That's done. Okay, so now I'm going to spray this area on your cheek.
Okay.
And we're going to do the Voluma. We're just going to do half a syringe there. So again, the thing with these is you can always do more. You can take it back too, but then when you take it back, you can't take it half back. You know, it's all back or none back. So it's always better to creep up on the perfect result than dive in and go half past, you know. All right, so you're going to feel a little poke here, right? Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Not too bad, huh?
No.
Again. 2 more. 1. Last one here. There you go. Not too bad, huh?
No.
Okay. All right, so now we're going to use the JUVÉDERM Ultra, like I said, which is a little bit thinner, lasts anywhere from 6 to 12 months. And we're going to do that in the folds on the corner of the mouth, the nose, and the jowl area, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So with a little spray, again, it feels like it's dripping down your face. I swear it's not. But it stimulates the nerves, so, okay. This can pinch, pretty sensitive area, so. Okay, same thing on this corner of the mouth. Again, this little area here, pretty common area for people who laugh a lot. So I guess that's a good thing. And then this is that little pre-jowl area. Okay, there you go, Jen. Awesome. See, that really evened out your, let me show you that.
Oh yeah, I can really see the difference here and here, and yeah, this looks fuller for sure than over here.
Good.